Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a pretty different sort of video, I think you can tell by the title and thumbnail, but this is the entire plush collection of the characters that I only use. So that being my original characters. All the red patch ones are in there, because I'm filming them now, I have to keep them in that bag. Doom Squad is right there, you can see Hatter up there, Raven. Then all these are the other boxes that I've got. All them are just filled to the brim with all the characters I've used over the past year, starting from the Extermination up until now with Doom Squad. Some of these characters you haven't met as of yet, so might as well start with this. This is Billy. You'll meet him not necessarily soon, but soon. Well, you're not going to meet him yet anyway. You've got a while until you meet Billy. Might as well start the red patch section with Red Patch. I'm also going to do my top 10 favourite characters at the end. Not just who I play, but also looks as well. Underfear, the second Red Patch villain ever shown. He wasn't the second Red Patch villain ever made though. He was the third, I think. The first Red Patch villain made and shown, Marcus. He's definitely one of my favourites. I love his necklace there. Love the spikes. That used to be that was originally a bracelet. He's well, it is a bracelet. I'm just using it as, yeah. We have the skull. Now I still do have his old mask somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Probably in one of the boxes. Reverse, who was also in the Extermination, and he will also appear in another series. Same with his good counterpart, Speedster. Let's put him there. We have someone from the Extermination here, Blaze, who is now in Red Patch. Another Extermination character. Mex. I'll go through the Extermination after this anyway, that's what I'm putting all over there. Dex, the main character of the Extermination. And then Chester, one of the key villains of the Extermination. I'll sort him in a minute. We have Nightshade. I love his voice, because I have to use like a effect for it. That went fine. Didn't the guys that went spectacular? Same with the other aliens. You'll see in a minute. The alien. All the aliens I use an effect for. And then the brain, whose brain is actually sticking up because it used to be like that, but now it's like this. Wonder what that could mean. You'll see the brain like that soon enough. This character wasn't actually in the bag, it was just on the shelf. But other patch, been a while since you've seen him, because he died in Season 2, and now we're on Season 3. So, yay! This is a new character, Lucifer. Always a new character from Red Patch. Sorry about that way, I had to pause it for a minute. Next is Cape to Mask, who you haven't seen play a role for a while. I think that'll change later on. Got really fell then. You know him. I'm not sure if you love him. Chad. He's actually Chester's brother. I don't know if to have him as older or younger yet. I think I actually did say, I can't remember what I said though. We have another character that's kind of connected to it all. The Puzzler. One of my favourite designs. You haven't seen this guy yet. I'm excited to get into him later on. Brutal Devil. He'll be a main villain later on. Now, I've already written this character's episode. It's not yet. But Firehood. He's in my top 10. He's actually in my top 5. We have Reverse Patch. You'll see his story soon. He's somewhat connected to Firehood and obviously Red Patch. And last but not least, the Scientist. Now, here's the fun. I did not realise that fell in. Sorry about that, guys. But, fun fact, I won't make a character unless they will appear more than once. So keep that in mind, guys. So that's all the Red Patch characters. Now, time for the extermination box. I'm just going to have this to the side so I can grab them all out. I'll do Doom Squad after. Because they're in this box is pretty small. But I have to go through all the boxes anyway. Goldie. For Isaac. What I'll do is I'll just go through all the examination characters that are in this box, and then I'll move Doom Squad over there by the brain. And then every time I will pull out a new examination character, I'll just stick them over there. Thanos. Michael. God knows what happened to his hair. We're going to better. Put Michael over there. Mike. I love Mike. I love his story as well. Another character story that I love is Donnie. I love his story in season 5, especially where he actually stood up for himself. One of my all-time favorite villains out of all these. There are other villains that I love, such as Marcus, Chester, and the Brain, but Isaac. This character didn't really play much of a villain role, which I'm really disappointed in, but maybe later on he will. Jerome. Another one that I love. Angel. Jackson. And then Isaac's robot thing. And yeah, that was the examination box. If you're wondering why Kelly isn't in there, I don't know where Kelly has gone. I have generally misplaced Kelly. And yeah. That was just me throwing the box down. So, over here we are going to do the Doom Squad. So, firstly is Hannah. I remade her dress as well. I'll have to refind it. I'll put it somewhere, because I originally was going to do something else. But I thought, nah, scrap that. Kevin. Raven. Ryan. And River. And since Vex was in both the Extermination and Doom Squad, I'll have him in the Doom Squad section, considering he played more of a key role in that. Vixen. I'm going to make it look nice in a minute, I can't be bothered right now. Azrael, or Azrael. He fell, he rolled. Another one of my favourite characters. Ace. He was a bit of a idiot in his episode, Meet My Dad. Season 1, episode 3. Now, this is probably my all-time favourite character. Amethyst. I love him. I love him. Bailey. Ryan's dad. I'll go through all the dad characters, especially I haven't met them yet. Avon, who will play a key role in season 3. That is not a spoiler, I'm just letting you know, because it was already teased. Leviathan, you'll see again soon. I can't say when, but all you can say is you'll see him soon. Blue Shadow, who I love, you'll see him. In fact, this is his daughter, Rose. You'll see them too soon. This is Hannah's dad, Donald. Can't wait to get into him. Leviathan's brother, Sebastian. And his stitching is coming undone, so that's just nice. I'm going to have to restitch him, although he ain't been in this box for long. His sister, Selena. And then his father, Stuart. Jeremy. Another character that you've seen that plays a key role in Amethyst's story, because Leviathan plays a role in Hannah's story. Spoiler. No, there won't be no spoilers, that's just the character's name. The Trickster, or the Magician, he goes by both. His rabbit thing, I don't know. Vex, and then just a random Sinner. So I'm going to make all that look nice, and yeah, then we'll move on to the rest. Okay, the Doom Squad section has definitely grown a lot from when I first actually started making all these guys. I gotta do the extermination section, hang on. Okay, there we go, that's the extermination section done. Now, time for the rest in between. So this box contains all the Sin characters, like the 7 Deadly Sins that I used for that one episode of the extermination, and some of the dad characters, so this may be interesting. So we have Sin of Wrath, I think, that's who it was. Sin of Lust, Sin of Greed, that's actually a puppet. I have actually forgotten some of the sins. I'll just go through all the ones that I briefly remember. Sloth. I forgot. I'm gonna have to go through all the sins again. Hex, who's actually Mex, Dex, and Vex's dad, who was also a puppet. The original Skull Mask. I might change his mask up every season. Well, season 1 and season 2, he had that mask. Another sin, who I forgot. And last but not least, Crypto. Jerome, Isaac's, and Azrael's dad. Yes, Azrael is the brother of Jerome and Isaac. So I'm going to sort all them out, and yeah, we're going to have to move on soon enough. Okay, that's it, and this is the entire collection so far. But just wait, there are many more characters. So this next box is actually the last box, which contains all Jerome's followers, the Heaven characters, and then the Speedster characters. Yes, Speedster will have his own series. Firstly, we have Josh, Lilith, the Entertainer. He had another name. No, Modifier. That was his name. Modifier. Damien. His name's Modifier. I just quickly remember because it was actually pretty similar to another character I'm going to show off in a minute. Jasmine. Don't worry, that's not the character I'm on about. Don't worry, I'm going to actually grab her now. The Jester. One of my favourites. Rapid Firm. I've actually got a scene ready with him. Now we're on the... Oh, no, I forgot one. Power Speed. Now we're on the Jerome followers. So we have Dwayne. They remember him. He played a key role in Jerome's story. He was the one that was heavily associated with Dwayne. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys actually know this, but I just actually received this. It's Goosebumps The Headless Ghost, number 37. I'm a huge Goosebumps fan, so yeah. I'm going to quickly put this on my shelf, and yeah. And then we'll move back onto it. Okay, it's there now, so I can move on. We have this Jerome follower. Originally, this was going to be Firehood, but then I thought I might as well use someone else because you've already seen him. Another Jerome follower. The only Jerome follower that actually has a name is Dwayne. I can't not be bothered to think of all of names. This Jerome follower. Another Jerome follower. You never guess this. Another Jerome follower. Wow, what a surprise. Another Jerome follower. Another Jerome follower and another Jerome follower. And then, lastly, for the Jerome follower section, another Jerome follower. So that's all the Jerome followers. Now we're going to move on to the Heaven characters. Firstly is Abel. Just gonna put him there. One of the first characters to actually get introduced. Adam, and he's got his mask back. He got it back from where's he gone? There he is. He's got his mask back from Cain. You didn't see this guy in the examination, but Seth. You'll see him soon. We have Azrael. No, this is confusing since I have this Azrael, but it's going to be worth it. Trust me. We have Lieutenant. We have Akroma. We have Danny. Sarah. And then Angel Raphael, who's the smallest angel. As the Angel Azrael or Abel are probably the largest ones, and so yeah. So that's the entire plush collection of my own characters. So I said I'd get into my top 10. So I'm just going to take my camera off the tripod. So number 10 is... Who's number 10? Dwayne. Number 9. Blue Shadow. Number 8. Billy. Number 7. Cain. Number 6. Reverse Patch. Number 5. River. Number 4. Leviathan. Number 3. Thanos. Number 2. Leviathan. Then number 1. Amethyst. So yeah, that's the entire plush collection. But honorable mentions would be the Scientist, Red Patch, Mex, Firehood, Reverse Patch, the Brain, the Skull, Donald, Hannah, Vixen, Ace, Angel, Azrael, Adam, Cain. No, Cain was in my top 10 on mine, but yeah, this is the entire plush collection of my own characters. I will probably do this every year if I add any new characters. Or just might stick it as this, I don't know, considering this is already a lot as it is. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.